All right, everybody. So this is going to be a tutorial on how to win at Bitcoin. I'm going to change screens because we are not looking at Chainlink just yet. Not quite yet. But what we're going to do today, and we're going to make this really easy. I figured this out. I had help doing my research, obsessive with wanting to win. I'm obsessed with winning. And I became obsessed with stocks, and stocks led me to cryptocurrency. And I wanted to simplify what I was doing, and what I found out was triangles. Yes, triangles were the answer, the key to everything. Let's start on the 1 day. There are some triangles to find on the 1 day. I'm going to show you how to find triangles, and I'll tell you what each one are called. They're each called a different thing depending on where and when you find them. Let's see, was that resistance or we're going to, okay. So this triangle, I don't like that one. This one was weird anyways. This one's called a symmetrical triangle. You can find it here on the pattern site. The pattern site is the place you want to go to learn how to trade patterns. If you're one of those people who are highly intuitive, you see patterns in nature, you see patterns in people, then this is the site for you, and trading is actually for you. Yes, you have to master your emotions. You have to master what candles look like, what's called candle math. But this is all about life is about patterns, figuring out patterns and making them work for you, figuring out the pattern that works for you. And the most bullish and obvious patterns in trading are based on triangles. So what I'm showing you here is a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangle. Let's see what we get, if I remember how to spell. Symmetrical triangle. Yep, pattern site ST. You go here, you find symmetrical triangle. Look at that. You draw a triangle. If we're in a bullish environment, which we are now with cryptocurrency, stocks, the whole nine, most likely the symmetrical triangle, which means even on both sides of the triangle, most likely the price action is going to break up to the upside, and you're going to have a continuation of that price. And as you can see here, we had a squeeze in the action. If we zoom in, squeeze within the pinnacle, and we went very far into the pinnacle, nearly 100% before we broke out to the upside. We did some more accumulating. You can probably draw a triangle here. There's probably more going on here, but this is all to keep it very simple. You have a lot of touches at that angle. Let's go. You want to find where there's a lot of touches at, where there are a lot of touches. This isn't necessarily a triangle. This is more of an accumulation pattern where people are buying within a range. This is staying within a range. It broke down, but look, it's still above the high of the last pattern. So we're still safe. So this is more accumulation. Accumulate, break up to the upside, to previous, to what becomes resistance. There, break down. Again, higher low. It doesn't quite touch the old support. This is called support in this range. If we're looking from this part of the chart to here, in this range, this is considered support, the ground where we expect the price to bounce from, where it did multiple times here on the daily chart. And it didn't quite touch it there again. That's a good sign, and it completely reversed the red candle. Red is bad in most instances if you're bullish, and it did it again here. Didn't quite go lower, didn't quite go lower. That's called a higher low. Higher lows, we hit what's called resistance. It's the ceiling, the wall, which was created over here during this price action. We scooped some volume, some liquidity up with us as a market, billions of dollars when we broke out up again. We did another accumulation pattern, which looks like a smaller pattern of this this pattern here. Since we're on a video, I might as well circle it. This one, similar, is a bigger pattern of this. This is, again, this is pattern recognition. And we broke out here again. More accumulation to the upside. We're in a bullish pattern. We have corporations buying in at around $10,000 around here. Between $10,000 and $11,000 to boost their stock. It's to help boost their stock price, but they're also earning cash. There's a company called MicroStrategy. It bought $150 million worth of cryptocurrency at or cryptocurrency Bitcoin at $10,000, $9,000, $150 million. Doing a calculation, we're currently at what, 16,000 just about. I believe they got in at like 9,700. I don't remember. 9,700 divided by 16,000. They're already up 40%. 150 million times 40%. They've already made 60 million on top of their 150 million. That CEO is looking like a genius right now. But anyways, they got in around here, which creates a very good support floor. Most likely, whenever you get big buys at support, it's most likely not going to go below that, especially if these companies are holding on to the cryptocurrency, because you're going to have billions of dollars creating a floor down here. Even if we end up going up and coming back down here, it's most likely going to bounce from there. I don't think we're going anywhere near $10,000 yet. I don't think we're going under. Worst case, we're going to go to 11.7. In my opinion. Maybe 11.2. We're not going to 10K anymore. Anyways, we're going back to 15,600 again. We should be attempting that by tomorrow morning. Anyways, this is about triangles. Let me keep it about that. You want to look for triangles. Those are your most bullish patterns. You want to play just like in a casino. We're not comparing it to a casino, but it's the best analogy I can give people to help them understand. When you go into a casino, you want to play the game that you're best at. And you want to see the patterns in those games that make the most sense to you. And in cryptocurrency, let's zoom in to the 4 hour, the most useful time frame. We're drawing triangles. It's the most obvious pattern. And what this means when we're hitting what are called higher lows means the floor keeps coming higher. The floor is higher now. Back here we're flat. Right here we're going higher. This means more volume is coming in each time we drop down to hold it up as support. This is all done intentionally. You can call it manipulation. You call it what you want to. Has negative connotation, but when you understand the game, you understand at the casino that the house always wins. That doesn't keep you from playing, does it? No, you understand the rules. That becomes support. Look, a triangle. You can measure the angles if you want to. I just learned how to do that. You can measure the angles and you can get all scientific, mathematical with it if you want. It's not perfect. That's interesting. 42% or 42 degrees. You can get all technical with it. But overall, we're in a parabola. Parabolic move. There's nowhere else for this price action to go but up. This is the floor. This is the ceiling now. We're in a tight little zone right now. However you want to draw it, whether you draw the line on the wicks or on the full bodies of the candles. Price action is getting tight. Look at this little triangle area here. ascending triangle, an ascending triangle is the most bullish pattern in a bull market. A series of higher lows leads to an upside breakout most of the time, 70% of the time. This is all stuff I remember because I studied these like a madman. 70% of the time it goes up. Other times, 44% it goes down. Or 30% it goes down 44% of the way. But we're in what's called a bull market for Bitcoin. So the prices are most likely going to go up. Yes, we have corrections. We come down a little bit, up, 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 down, reset, and we start creating patterns. Once you can recognize the patterns, it's all about recognizing patterns. There's triangles everywhere. I can do this all day. I can do this all day. Higher lows means the volume's getting bought up to push it higher. Our absolute low during the COVID drop was between 3,900 and 4,000. If you were smart, you bought down here. You buy the blood. Warren Buffett said, buy the blood even if it's your own. If you have a negative feeling in your stomach about the price, you have to think the opposite way of what the average person, 95% of people lose money in the market. They sacrifice their money for the market. The market doesn't work without losers. Don't be a loser. Don't be the one sacrificing all your money to the market. Everybody loses. Be the 5% that actually wins and is actually profitable. And this is the start. Triangles. This triangle is going to lead to a breakout. There are other technical factors that show as to why that's going to happen. We zoom out. Where are we looking at for resistance? Next level resistance, 17,300. Next level after that, 20,000. There's no resistance here. We're probably going to create another triangle up here within this zone, break out again. And then maybe come down and retest this area here where there's more support. I don't know. I don't know that much. I have a very educated guess as to what we're going to do. I think we're going to come back down to 14,000, possibly. But end of the day, triangles are where it's at. If you can draw a triangle and you're not forcing it, look at this. It's the last one I'll show you. There's resistance there. This is a descending triangle. Resistance there. And a giant triangle here. As many touches as you can. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Squeeze to the apex and down. Descending triangle is typically in a bear market. We've been going down since the beginning of 2018. We're in a bear market. A descending triangle leads to a breakdown. A lot of people were hopeful around here. I was prepared for a breakdown. I didn't know how far we were going to go. I know now, and I know why. It would have been somewhere between, look at the previous chart, somewhere between here and here. Look where the obvious lines are. You can see the pattern. Obvious line, obvious reversal from green to red. We would have went somewhere between 2,800 and 3,600 on this breakdown. We went to 3,200. And we rose back up, slowly went back up. What goes up must come down. That's exactly how I did it. We did it here. This was heavily manipulated. I believe the COVID drop in the equities markets, the stock markets, the derivatives markets, cryptocurrency, you name it, was, I'm not going to say manipulated, but it was used to the advantage of the governments around the world who watch the markets. They need the markets to produce dollars. There are people who are like, oh my God, I need to sell everything. And they did. And they got out because they were worried that we're going into a great, old people especially are worried we're going into another recession. Older people. People with jobs, people with 401ks. They thought we were going through 2008, 2009 again, where most people lost their 401ks or lost most of it. So a lot of people sold here, sold their gold, but this was the time to buy. You buy the red, sell the green. You don't buy the green. Yeah, you wait for a confirmation on the green. Like most people would have bought at 8,000. Smart traders, institutional traders. But if you were smart, you understood that this wick here is a buy up wick, and then you go green from there, and you have a series of higher lows. Triangle leads into a breakout, into another triangle, into a breakout. You can possibly even draw a triangle here. Now I'm looking at it. Maybe, maybe not. But end of the day, what I'm trying to say is look for patterns. Start with triangles. If you can't draw a triangle, there are other patterns on here. Go to the pattern site and look up those patterns. Oh, look, we're breaking out. Look at that. We're going back up. A lot of people sold their positions when we hit 15,700 and they thought we were going down. That's called a bear market mentality. We're in a bull market. Look how long we've been going up. We've been going up since the drop. That's how you have to see it. We've been going up since March 16th. With a little bit of consolidation. Roller coasters aren't fun unless it's bumpy, right? You don't get the most fun unless it's going up and down, up and down. All markets look just like this. Don't let the news and the media tell you otherwise. News and the media are there to brainwash you to sell low and buy high. So you're wrecked all in between. So that's the idea. But that's the end of that video. If anybody has any questions, you can message me here, or you can message me at BEG Coins. It should be in my profile. I'm on Twitter most of the time. That's where most of the cryptocurrency action happens. So don't be shy. And look at that. Price still going up. We're going to hit 16K by tonight. I'm 99% sure. And we should go way past that tomorrow. And it's going to be a very fun day tomorrow. Crypto never sleeps. It's another saying we have. Crypto never sleeps. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unlike the stock market. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I will be here. All right.